Hi everyone, this is your reading. I hope you're doing well. If not, I really hope I can help you. This is for you. If you're watching this, hello and welcome. I really hope this reading gives you lots of clarity, information, knowledge, and really helps you in your path. It's a very safe space where you are all very, very welcome, okay? So if you're watching this, I feel like there's a message for you. Let's have a look and see what you need to know. So we've got the Two of Pentacles. You're sort of in two minds here about a specific person who isn't doing enough towards you. So here you are, okay? Well, here you are, High Priestess. Someone that's very intuitive, someone that's very loving, grounded, and very stable. You are a very understanding and empathic person. You give lots of chances to people. You've given many chances to this specific person, but they have disappointed you, okay? Four of Wands here shows... Four of Cups here shows that they have rejected you, okay? They have been rather dismissive of your feelings, your emotions, the amount of energy, time, effort you've put into this person. Two of Pentacles, you're in two minds because sometimes you feel like you should let go and other times you feel like you should give a chance, you know, that, oh, maybe this person's going through something. There is definitely a disconnect between you both right now. There can be physical space, emotional space, just a lot of space and a lot of time, and there's just not a lot happening basically between you both, and it definitely frustrates you and overwhelms you because you just don't know where you stand with them. Seven of Swords here is just feeling a lot of like deceit, feeling like, you know, I'm so nice to this person and all they keep doing is rejecting me. I'm so nice to this person and all they keep doing is not giving me the right energy. They're not giving me the time of day. They're not respecting me. They're not being understanding. They're not being caring. They're just not treating me right. And it's definitely hurting you. It's definitely frustrating you. And it's definitely aggravating you a lot because you just don't deserve to be treated that way. And so I just see here that you're kind of like, on one hand, you really like this person. On the other hand, you feel really disrespected by this person. There's definitely an energy here of not really much contact coming from this person. So I would say that you're in a no contact situation with this person. And they just make you feel like on one hand, they make you feel really happy. They make you feel really good. On the other hand, they make you feel like you're invisible. You're not there. They make you feel like sometimes unworthy, disrespected. You're always wondering, like, are they going to come forward? What are they going to say? You know, how are they? What's this? What's that? Like, you're always just wondering where you stand with this person, and you're always wondering what's going on. Seven of Pentacles, you have like literally no idea where you stand with this person, and it is overwhelming. It is traumatic. It is sad. You always feel like you're sort of up against things when it comes to this person. Like, you don't fully know what's going on, how things are, which direction, you know, things are moving in. You oftentimes just feel chaotic, sad, frustrated, upset. And even here with the King of Cups, you expect this person to be emotionally very, very generous, very genuine, very loving, very respectful. You have an expectation from this person. And the expectation is riddled in the fact that you yourself would do these kinds of things for this person. So you expect this person to be on the same page. You expect this person to give the same amount of loyalty. You expect this person to come to you with a very, very similar amount of understanding and respect, because that is what you would do for this person. Sorry, my hands just got really dry, especially when you shuffle cards. It's not like a nice feeling at all. But yeah, you expect this person with the King of Cups to provide understanding, respect, and maturity, and not for you to be the only one doing it, because being the only one doing it is mentally taxing, it's emotionally draining, and it's physically exhausting. You know, trying to figure out what this person means to you, trying to figure out where you stand, trying to figure out your emotions and your feelings, and also trying to focus on your day-to-day life and activities alongside trying to figure out a person is draining. And you don't want to feel drained, which is why you're on two sides. You know, should I stay or should I go? Is this person going to improve their behavior, or is it going to be the same? And so you're stuck in limbo in those particular aspects. Okay, so let's see. Strength card. I do believe that things will get better because you have got the Strength card. Strength card, Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, and in between you've got a sandwich here, Queen sandwich, Six of Swords sandwich, okay? Now, the Six of Swords represents this person is going to be doing a lot of childhood trauma healing. They may be going to a therapist, they may be going and talking to their family. There's something here about them healing their childhood trauma. Also, shadow work is a key element to healing trauma as well. So if you're ever interested in doing a healing for your person, that can really help. Shadow work is very much about acknowledging the parts that are unconscious, the parts that we don't see, the parts that we don't always understand or acknowledge. And then when you heal the unconscious aspect of your shadow in your day-to-day life, in your day-to-day reality, you will start to feel better, you'll start to feel stronger. And so I really believe that there's some kind of healing that this person's going to be doing. Obviously, if you want to do it for your person as well, I do offer the ritual for shadow work healing. It is on my website. There are thousands of 5-star reviews. It works with healing not only childhood trauma, but also grief, sadness, pain, heartbreak, trauma of all aspects and elements, as well as really uplifting the energies and creating that healing so that in day-to-day life, they can feel better, stronger, more uplifted. And basically, their life starts to improve as a result of that because there's less self-sabotaging, there's less need of chasing for validation from other people, there's less ego, less pride, they're more aligned to themselves. Okay, so with that being said, Queen of Wands with the Queen of Swords, this allows them to treat you better, allows them to see you for who you are, allows them to treat you in the way that you deserve to be treated, and it allows them to take themselves away from that trauma, and instead of treating you like that and projecting their pain onto you, they start to work through that, which means they then project onto you love, healing, happiness, and more of that peace that they feel, right? Because right now they are hurt, traumatized, sad. They then project that onto you. They themselves are unstable. They project that onto you. The reason they're so hot and cold is because they themselves are hot and cold within themselves, right? They project that onto you. When a person becomes more healed and more stable, they start to project onto you more consistency, more stability. That's exactly what you want, right? So again, healing helps them. And essentially, you do have the ability to help them here only if you choose, okay? Only if you choose, no pressure. You don't need to help them, right? But the Strength card here with the 9 of Pentacles here shows that you are not in the wrong. You may blame yourself sometimes thinking that you've done something wrong or that it's because you've done something a certain way. I just want you to know that you are not wrong. The 9 of Pentacles and the Strength card here really does show that you have a lot of strength, a lot of courage. You have a lot of goodness inside of your heart. You have a lot of generosity in your heart, and you should not feel bad about the kind of person that you are because you've tried to do everything you could without hurting this person, and you've gone based off what they have done and what they have provided and presented to you, and you've just tried to go according to that, and they have to do a bit more work inside of themselves, right? So the main thing here is that you are being prepared towards more success. You are being prepared towards more fulfillment. You are essentially being prepared. 6 of Cups is them coming towards you with actual intent. Also a gift that I'm picking up on here that they will try to come to you with. They'll try to show to you, that they can be trusted. They'll try to show to you that you can be around them, that there can be this trust and understanding and mutual energy. This is also about them really wanting things to be aligned emotionally, wanting to talk to you in a mutual manner. Chariot is very much emotional balance and reciprocated energy. They will want to reciprocate things with you, make things work with you, and balance things out. 9 of Swords here is their deep regret for not doing enough towards you in the past, and also realizing that they could lose you if they don't do enough towards you in the present. So there's a real awakening here, and you have no idea, right, that essentially what you're being prepared for in this situation is to literally just validate yourself. Sure, you may not have got enough validation from this person, but the most important thing here is to validate yourself, because you do not need validation from this person. What you actually need to do is work on your own sense of self. Sure, there are things they need to work on, which of course you can also help them with, but also make sure you don't neglect yourself in the process. You must also validate yourself and understand that you didn't do anything wrong in this situation. You had healthy expectations of which they were not able to meet because of their own trauma. That doesn't necessarily mean that you did something wrong. So make sure that you are also having a healthy outlook towards yourself. If you have trauma from your past, it's good to heal those elements and aspects as well, and very, very important overall. What you're being prepared for is a healthy, beautiful, happy relationship. But instead of it just being about what the other person is doing, make sure you're also healing yourself to become the highest and best version of yourself, which then will allow things between both you and the other person to come together, to progress, to move in the right direction. Because essentially, it's not just them healing, it's also you making sure that, okay, if you're looking for validation from this person, you're also healing within yourself as well, if that makes sense. And it shows here that the universe is preparing you for a relationship, is preparing them for a relationship together. But in order for this to also happen, you must also work and focus on the things that you can control in the situation as well, by healing yourself, putting yourself first. And whilst you may help the other person with their own healing, it's also really important that you also work on healing your own personal self as well, and also putting yourself first is really, really significant. So this is probably the most important thing, and this is what I'm really picking up on. I really hope that this reading helped you. Of course, I have personal services, readings, items, rituals. Everything is on my website, shopmoonlightguidance.com, and linked down below. Readings are done within 12 to 24 hours for questions you have. There's also rituals for love, money, marriage, career, success, beauty, justice, healing, etc. And intention items like candles, bracelets, necklaces, anklets, pom-poms, tassels, embroidered cards, which are hand embroidered, which you can put under your pillow, and so much more. Everything is linked down below and listed down below for your convenience, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.